Hey guys, Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Teen Wolf, episode 11, season 2, called Battle Plans. Let's talk about this episode. This episode's a continuation of, last episode where Matt dies, he drowns. They're talking about that a little, actually Styles is having a really good narration with that in this episode. And, we see Allison's grandfather's, kind of master plan to have Jackson during this big lacrosse game try to kill someone. So the only way, to stop Jackson, he says, is to bring me Derek, because he wants revenge because his daughter died from Derek, so that's his big thing. He wants vengeance. Also in this episode we get to see, Scott's mother kinda, accept that, Scott is a werewolf, and, I like that she's actually part of this story now, try to help Scott along with this whole entire thing during the lacrosse game. She's actually like a big ally, and I like that she's starting to get into the supernatural world, and I think it's a lot better that she did find out that he was a werewolf. So we get to see a little bit of that in this episode. We get to see in this ending is really good. We get to see a lot of cliffhangers. Styles actually plays a game in lacrosse, but that might not be a good thing, because in the end of the game, Scott's saying, oh, nothing happened, Kanema didn't do anything. So maybe it was all, a bluff, So, in the end, we find out it wasn't a bluff. All the lights turn off, and Jackson actually killed himself, or killed, quote unquote. We don't know exactly what happened. Also, Peter says that the only way to cure Jackson is with Lydia, because she is, she's the person that she is the person that he loves, and might be the only thing to reach to his heart and say, I'm not doing the right thing, because right now, Jackson's like, I don't have an identity, and that's why he's the Kanema, but really, maybe he'll just become a regular werewolf, or, maybe nothing at all, if, Lydia does whatever she has to do, whatever Peter will say in the next episode, because we don't know exactly what Lydia has to do. Yeah, and also we get to see a little Allison in this episode, her whole total 360, her trying to kill werewolves and really wanting to kill them, seeing how a different character she is in this episode. So a lot happened. In the beginning I thought it was a little on the slow side. I was like, this is the second last episode, where's, the action coming. But, yeah, in this last part, and Styles is missing, so who knows what's happening with that. Like, why is he missing? Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that happened in the end of this episode that just makes you, so much tension. You're on the edge of your seat, with this last, couple of minutes of this episode, and you're like, is it gonna end now, or are we gonna find out really what happens in this episode? But it seems like next episode's gonna be a really big episode with really all the characters, and, the Kanema, which has really been the main plot of this season. We're gonna get to see a lot with the Kanema. Will Jackson be cured? Is he even dead in the end of this episode? Doesn't seem like it, because teasers showed a Kanema, and that should be Jackson. I mean, I don't think it would be anyone else. I guess we'll get more with Peter. I think Lydia, maybe we'll actually find out, what she is. Maybe her immunity thing, we'll find out, exactly what's going on with that, because that's another storyline I feel like that's kind of dragged out. Said that in my last review. I feel like that storyline that's kind of been dragged out, we still haven't had the answer of. I feel like that's a question that really needed to be answered. But hopefully in the next episode we will find out. That's my prediction, and my guess it will, because it seems like she's going to be a big part in the next episode, because of she's the cure for Jackson, so it'll seem like we'll find out more about her. Also, the thing that kind of annoyed me was Allison. Like, I used to like her character. She wasn't one of my favorite characters, but I used to like her character, and I really loved her relationship with Scott. But, I hate how her character has changed in, one episode. And the thing is, we really don't know, what's going on in her head right now. We really haven't seen, why exactly she's doing this. Yes, because of her mother, but, her mother really could have chose to be a werewolf. And the reason her mother got bitten by Derek, it wasn't just because, Derek wanted to bite her. It's because she wanted to kill Scott, which also Allison loves, So I feel like Allison wouldn't do this 360 by reading a letter. What was in that letter? Who knows? But, maybe we'll find out in the next episode. But, by reading a letter, she does this whole 360 killing werewolves, where she actually wanted to protect werewolves. Would she do this to Scott, even though she supposedly still loves him? Who knows, She's really becoming that Hunter. And do I like that? I like she's a villain, but I wish we kind of knew, like, what was going on in her brain right now. Like, what's making her motivate to do this, and, like, really, what exactly is she thinking? And, I feel like we haven't gotten her point of view yet, and really, we haven't seen her whole development with her 360. Like, it was just her reading a letter. She was with werewolves. She liked werewolves. By reading that one letter, she totally just did, again, just total 360 with her character. And, really being this main villain. And, I don't know if I really like that, Who knows? I don't know if I really like her playing the villain. And I guess we'll have to see in the next couple episodes. I wish it was kind of like a better villain. I mean, I just want to see what's motivating her to do this. Yes, revenge and all that, but what are her limitations? Would she still kill Scott? Does she really just hate werewolves so much now? Yeah, so those are definitely my questions, and should be very interesting the next episode. Why did Jackson put his claws in his stomach to try to kill himself? Would he die? Those cliffhangers, what happened to Stiles? I think really the best part of this episode really was the cliffhangers. We get to see a little bit of Isaac, kind of more of his character, seeing that he's a likable character. Because I feel like with the new Wolves, we really haven't gotten to see that much to see these likable characters yet. And I feel like with there's a couple of scenes in this episode where we see Isaac is a really likable character. And I think you can really like his character from this episode. So there's a lot of good Isaac scenes. But next episode should be, one of those mind-blowing episodes like usual. And this episode was pretty good. I'd give it a 4, especially for the ending. The beginning, again, was a little slow, on the slow side, but still definitely worth watching. And there's a lot of stuff that happened in this episode that, should affect the next episode, which I am totally excited for, and I can't wait until Monday. I can't believe this is the last episode of the season already, and can't wait until season 3 and see, like, really what changes with this series from the next episode, because something's going to change. And one thing I also want to add is I feel like Peter is an awesome villain. I didn't really get to see season 1 that much, so seeing him come back in season 2, seeing how awesome a villain he is. I love his, his conversation with Derek. I thought it was awesome. He's definitely one of my favorite characters, and I'm excited to see what happens with all these characters. But tell me in the comments below what you thought about this episode, what you think is going to happen in the season finale, and what characters you really liked in this episode, really shined in this episode. Mine characters I think that really shine was Stiles, Peter, and maybe Scott's mom a little. I think those are the 3 characters, and Isaac. Those characters really shine. Yeah, there's a couple characters that really took the spotlight in this episode, especially Stiles. So it's a really good episode. So again, tell me in the comments below what you thought. Tell me what you think is going to happen next. And are you excited for the season finale? This is Comic Uno, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter on Comic Uno and the Random Situations here. News about what's happening with my channel. Videos are coming up. So, follow me on Twitter. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And leave some comments in this, down there to tell me what you guys thought about this episode. Definitely want to hear you guys' opinions. This is Comic Uno. Bye, guys.